But today, here with Newports and News, we're going to do it a special kind of way, specified for the creatives, for the musicians, for the artists, for the undervalued creatives in this competitive network and industry. Because, yeah, it's a broad concept, but because you're here and you paid and you meant to make a meaningful effort of getting an answer here today, I'm going to give you a direct strategy that you can provide. That was the prototype. I use that to create revenue for myself as an artist, so I can create this income so that I can practice the 50-30-20 rule by providing it on my website and utilizing all the investment strategy and knowledge that I have to make my website as convenient and as profitable as I possibly can. Isn't that the way that Newports and News is supposed to do it, right? It wouldn't make no sense for me to not do it the Newports and News way. And when we use the Newports and News way, like I said, it's a system. It's a brilliant system, and the more people we utilize in this brilliant system, it will create efficiency and excellence, and then the model will be one that you can sell and everyone can sell to one another in the market. I'm going to teach you more about the market share. I'm going to teach you a lot just in this Newports and News virtual course. So without too much more raving and ranting, let me give you the gist, right? The 50-30-20 rule. I'm going to try and use this space to maybe do an edit and give y'all some math right here, right? But that's another video, right? How to edit and create content. Man, this is going to be a funny journey, yo. So, 50% of your income monthly needs to be allocated to your expenses. These are your bills, the have-tos, the things you cannot avoid. Some of y'all living at your mom's house. Y'all don't got rental expenses. Some of y'all have your own house. So that means you got a rental expense. We all got phone expenses. I need you to write down 3 expenses. We all have them. Whether they're $800 expensive, car insurance, whether it's, man, look, I don't care what it is. You need to write down 3 expenses that you're willing to take immediate accountability for now that you're here in the seat as a Newports and News member. If you're going to be a Newports and News member, you need to make a direct effort. That's part of what we said. It's about being determined. That is a part of our mission. Being consistent and determined in what we do. So I need you. There's no options of, in this video, by the end of this video, I'll give you the end of this video to really consider and boss up. Get into your creative lane and choose 3 expenses that you're going to take responsibility for from now on, right? So you take your monthly income. Let's use the number 1,000, right? Your monthly income is 1,000. Your monthly income is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's not. Let's use $1,000, and then you can use your own algebraic equation, or you can contact me after the video because that's the privilege that you have as a Newports and News member. You have access to me, and you can ask me questions as far as how to make this more specifically catered to you. They don't do that on YouTube. You leave a comment on YouTube. You let me know how long it takes you to get in Mr. 800,000K views. Email, you know what I mean? His DMs. You let me know how long that takes. Right? So, $1,000. Half of 1,000 is what, guys? That's $500, right? That's why we use 1,000 this time to make the numbers simpler. You got $1,000 in income monthly. You got $500 you need to allocate to your expenses. So that means if you compound your expenses payments, that's fine. Never go past 3 months though. So let's say you got a phone bill that's $60 a month, right? And you got $500 that you can pay on expenses. Pay the daggone bill 3 months in advance. You know you need the phone. You know you need the service. At the worst, if you break the phone, you replace the phone, you got the service, right? So pay your bills. Get it out of the way. If you got rent and you know you only got $500 but the rent is $750, you need to get a better income. You don't need to take away from your other 30% and your 20% that's going to come in this equation. You need to get a better job. You need to get more income, or you need to cut your bills. You need to move back home. 1,000 is your income right now. So you need to evaluate your income. Do not move the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule is not the problem. Your income is the problem, right? So if your rent's $750, you need to move. You need to get a roommate. Call somebody. Tell them, look, man, you want to use the couch for $250? Now you can break it down, your rent down to $500, but you got more bills than just your rent. So call me. You need to call me, right? You need to text me, email me, do what you got to do. But for the equation to go smoothly here, let's say that half your income does cover your expenses. Now we can move on to the 30% rule. What's the 30% rule, TJ? 30% is for rewards. So right now we got the number 50 and we got the word expenses next to 50, and we got 30%, the number 30, and we got the word rewards. That's how I'm imagining this going. Pray for this video. But if not, make sure you writing this down either way. 30% goes to you like to smoke weed. 30% goes to you like to watch movies. 30% goes to you like to go out to eat and you don't like cooking all the time. Right? That's what your 30% goes to. It's rewarding your time. We have moved past slavery, everybody. We have moved past indentured servitude. We have moved past the Christian crucible Roman Catholic age of punishing thyself. Go get you an ice cream. Have a guilty pleasure. You gonna make yourself insane trying to be Mr. Investment Guru Savings Savior, okay? You need to go please yourself and reward yourself. Buy yourself some doper headphones. Get yourself some better shoes. You know what I'm saying? As long as it stays within $300, because that's what the 300 is 30% of 1,000, you guys. So as long as you haven't gone past $300 in a month, you're fine, right? If you want to really get into this investment strategy, you can learn how to divide how many days you have until your next income by the amount of money that you have to spend. So in this equation, you'd have $10 a day that you could spend on pleasing yourself or pleasuring yourself. If you decide not to spend 10 on Monday, you got 20 on Tuesday. If you don't spend nothing until Friday, you got $60 to go buy something and show yourself a good time. But understand that your budget daily is $10 with $300, which is 30% of a $1,000 income. Let me repeat that for you. If you know you only have 30%, and that equates to $300, and $300 out of a $1,000 income, then you know that's where you need to be evaluating it from. You need to make the equation as it sees fit. You need to go get you a calculator and figure this out. You can call me. Call Jasmine. We'll be more than happy to help you, right? And that's the part about the personal experience that you're going to gain through this. That's just going to separate you from everybody in the game. You're going to be able to see how you jump in light years ahead of stuff because you're asking somebody who got the answers. You're not running around wasting time on YouTube, looking for the right search algorithm. Can you trust a guru? You've seen me a dozen times. So you know what you're going to get, right? So the 20%, this is where it all gets fun. This is my favorite part, right? When you become dad, you can turn your... Look, I ain't even going to confuse you. 20%, right? Until you have 3 months of your expenses saved up, you don't need to worry about investing. That's my personal advice as the CEO and bringer to you of this strategy and information. So if you got $500, you know you need an expenses monthly, you need to save up $1,500 before you even look at a Robinhood, before you look at a investment. Oh, I'm gonna buy this computer because, before you start lying to yourself, telling you that your next investment is gonna make you some money, because when your expenses start encroaching on your investments, you're gonna have to back out your investments and lose a lot of money and opportunity and time that you could have been spending doing something else, trying to make up for your expenses, taking away from your investments. And then you're gonna feel stupid on top of that. Right? So once you save up 3 times your expenses, some people like to go as far as your income. I'm trying. But because, we all know what our financial situations are. For me to be here in Newport St. News, it cost me more than $1,500 a month. So my income needs to be sometimes it need to be 2 or 3 times as much of that for me to cover everything that I need. So when I say save up your income 3 times, my income is based on how much this business makes. right? So I'm already this is the riskiest place you can be. This is coming from the riskiest position you can be in, outside of being in debt. The only thing worse than the position I'm in is being in the exact same position I'm in and in debt to someone else. That's the one thing that I can share with you, is that I'm not in debt to somebody else. So when I make my income, I can cover my expenses. I don't owe anybody except what the value of my business is. So you just need to, this is the part that I said is why you need to come talk to me, because it becomes complicated once you start evaluating the intricacies of everybody's situation. I know by the time you're done with this video, you're going to have 10 questions about what I'm saying and how it applies to you specifically. This is just an introduction. This is just to get it in your mind and get you to get it on paper, so that when you come to the conversation with me, not only can I directly give you answers, you can have something with some direction that you're asking. Sometimes when we have the opportunity to get invested in ourselves, we don't know how. So that's why I'm showing you this rubric. So once you get your savings together and you have 3 months of expenses, the range from expenses to incomes, so that would be in this equation, $1,500 to $3,000. Once you save that up, then you can begin an investment strategy, right? And of that investment strategy, right, you don't got to go all the way in at 20%. Just investments. I'm saying if you're ready to make some money off what you're doing. This is, a lot of people always are asking how to make money. When you're a musician or creative, you want to make some money. You ain't worried about saving no money, because you believe your product and your art is the most valuable asset that you own, and you want to push it so that you can make some money off of it. And even if it ain't the most valuable one, you want to make it the most valuable one. So I completely understand why saving money isn't in your highest interest as an artist, musician, or creative. You trying to invest in your product. You trying to run this business. You're not trying to create no savings. You're trying to grow your business, right? I feel you. That's why I'm coming to you, and I'm the best person you could talk to about it, because I'm an example. I'm the person that has done it. You know what I mean? So if you're not ready to take all 20%, take 10% and save it, and take 10% and invest it. So that means if you had $3,000 saved up or $1,500 saved up, you would be saving another additional $100 from your investment pocket. Then you would be taking the 30%, rewarding yourself consistently, buying the movies, buying the t-shirts, buying the food, showing yourself the love you want to show yourself, while also spending 50% to continuously spend your bills. You got your savings, and then you still got another additional $100 now to invest in something that you see profitable, whether you want to go on Robinhood, whether you want to buy one of your friends' art now, whether you want to invest in an advertisement that you think will return the value of your product being broadcasted to a larger audience. Now you have something that you can actually divide and conquer in the market. You're not just coming with everything all out, scared, stomach churning in front of the app like, oh, should I buy it? I'm not sure. Am I going to make it back? Now you know what your value is. Everything's covered, all your bases covered. When you hit that home run now, it's not just a home run, it's a grand slam. You're hitting on 4 bases. When you sell a song now, you like, shoot, I can pay extra bills, I can reward myself, or I can put it more in my investments. Shoot, like I said, my personal portfolio, I'm going to tell you now, I'm 80 to 90% monthly investments. After my income and spending on expenses, I've created such a discipline where I don't even look to reward myself more. The reward of investing in my business is enough. I look at my stocks and my crypto, and I look at my content, and I watch them statistics go up, and that is rewarding enough for me. I be like, shoot, I don't need nothing though. I be feeling great. I don't need not an ice cream. You heard? I put food in my expenses because I know I'm gonna eat. Some of y'all don't even want to accept that you know that you're gonna eat. It's an expense. Eating is an expense. My monthly expenses on eating at minimum is $300. Minimum a month. Some people look at me like, just $300? That took a lot of years of discipline. So I'm going to end this whole part of just, you got the percentages now. You got 50%, boom. Expenses, 30%, boom. Rewards, 20% investments / savings. Or just straight investors if you bad like that. You heard? Get you that new mic. You know what I mean? Get you that music video. Invest. These are, when you a creative, I know how to talk your language. I know it feels like an investment to you. You should. I would you. You think I don't want a desert? You don't think I want a desert music video with all the special effects and outfits? I want that too. Shoot. But it makes more sense for me to invest in a crypto because that's going to appreciate over time, and then I can buy as many music videos as I want. So, like I said, the mindset you need to have is price, value, cost, right? In any order you choose. Value, price, cost, whatever. Price is, okay, it costs 99, excuse me. Price is the price of an item. How much it is you have to pay. You see me keep getting caught up in the wording. We've been conditioned to evaluate price and cost together. But I'm here today to inform you they are two different things. And in my mind and in how I practice building businesses, it is two different things. A price for a building and the cost of a building are two different things. It could cost you your mental health. It could cost you your family. It could cost you your girlfriend. It could cost you more than you can afford in a way that's not just explicitly financial. Let me repeat that. Some things cost a lot more than what you can financially equate to it, right? So the price of, let's use something universal. The price of a water bottle is $1, right? What is the cost though? So when you go to the store, if they don't have an arrangement for a debit card, it costs you additional 50 cents. If they don't accept debit cards at all, you have to go to your ATM and pay $2.50 to get physical cash out so that you can use $1. So that water bottle costs you $3.50. You see how that changed that fast? Right. One price can turn into a totally different cost. Let me reverse that for you, right? The price of some masks for a store owner could be $99, right? But the cost of it will be none. It won't cost them anything by the end of this week, because by the time they sell you all 50 of those masks for $2, they will have $200 now, right? So sometimes when we look at what things cost us, they don't cost us anything if we let them appreciate over time to their true value. And that's where the word value comes in. What is the value that you place on something? Sometimes you can put so much value on something that you're willing to pay more of a price for it because it doesn't cost you anything. Oh, you see how now we in the algebra. You see how we went from addition to multiplication to algebra that fast? This is why you need to talk to somebody about evaluating this stuff until you understand and create a system for yourself, man. What I value my music at, man, there isn't a price that you could probably put on it that wouldn't allow me to get the highest benefit from it. Like, I'm not prepared to sell my masters on a lot of my work. So that's why I create music where I am willing to sell the masters of the work, because I put a price on the music, right? It didn't cost me anything to go in the studio. It didn't cost me to come up with the lyrics much. It didn't cost me any stress or agony. Why wouldn't I put a price on something like that? Now, if I put a lot of my personal being in a video and my lifestyle and my ethics and my privacy into something, it costs me a lot of my personal space in my mind and my heart to let you have that. You know what I mean? It costs me a lot to watch you exploit my people, so that's why I keep them close to me. The price of getting on the bus isn't terrible for me. The price of buying a car is terrible for me. Now, how much people value their time is different. Some people value their time so much that they can't stand being on that bus. But can standing on the bus cost you more? Look, I don't want to confuse you. I wanted to show you how in depth that can get, and how encoded and how miasmic it can become if you're not prepared to evaluate it with someone with an objective point of view. That's why we here, as the members, as the creators, as the artist is because we're looking to help people build perspective outside of the ones that they currently have, on top of whatever it takes to become great, right? To get the message of truth across. And I'll truthfully explain to you that a lot of the things that you believe that are valuable cost you more than the price that you're being sold. And that's the Gemini gem. You know, I snuck in a shameful plug just then, right? What you value certain things at are costing you more than even the price. So there's cars that are $50,000. You willing to allow it to cost you $75,000 because of the value of you going in debt. You could bought the car for $50,000 if you just earned the $50,000. But not only are you going to pay $75,000, now you are in debt. So all the money you make loses the value because you have to pay the interest of the money that you owe someone else. So the $50,000 becomes $75,000 by the time you pay them the $50,000. They say, look, just run me my $75,000, right? Because it's going to take you so long to get me $50,000. I need $75,000 to cover what you didn't give me for something you've been riding around in. So you got to evaluate how you invest in these things. And here at Newports and News, we're here to help undervalued creatives in a competitive market create a consistent voice so that they feel determined and becoming profitable with personal experiences. Like, it's not about exploiting yourself. It's not about losing a whole bunch of money in every occasion or it pays off in the long run and having a defeated mentality or aim towards how you're going to do it. And, you know, being so scarce and sparing with your work so that it can create value that isn't already there. And, you know, you posturing as if things are not competitive or as daring and striking as they are. And that, you know, you can afford to not have a platform and not establish value in your community. Like, it's crazy how the entire reverse of the solution that we provide here at Newports and News is what people are accustomed to, and that's why we re-engineered the problems and created the solution. It's Terrence Harris, this is CEO, man. I want to give you so much more value, but it wouldn't be fair to the creatives and all of the people who gave me the steps and the gems and the tools, from the administrators to the sponsors to all of the brands that have incorporated. It wouldn't be fair to them if I gave you all the value of our experiences without creating an opportunity for consistency and maintaining their voice and their ability to do what they did so that they could help me help you. So once again, man, thank you.